What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, if you've been following this channel for some time, you know we followed some of the crime and the chaos that's going on the left coast of this country, particularly in the Bay Area where I'm from, in the city of Oakland. We talked about the fast food restaurants that are closing. We talked about the major sports teams that are gone. Well, one thing I didn't do in all of my coverage is go back to Oakland to get boots on the ground and cover the story. Why? Because I recognize how serious the situation is, where they have sideshows every week and burn cars, set them aflame in the middle of an intersection, and they sit there for weeks because city resources say, oh, we can't get to it. Where crimes are committed and the police don't even show up, don't even bother to come out. Yeah, that's the state of Oakland. It's in chaos due to mismanagement. But what we have here, y'all, is a YouTuber, conservative YouTuber by the name of Benny Johnson. And full disclosure, I'm subscribed to Benny. I love his content. Benny got word of In-N-Out Burger closing one of their most popular chain locations in Oakland, right in that Hagenberger corridor. And it's so profitable because that's where the Coliseum was. That's where the airport is. And you got so much traffic going through there. Of course, people stopping, getting something to eat on the way out of town, on the way in town, on the way to the game, on the way to whatever it might be in that area. So profit wasn't a motive for closing this store. The motive was crime. Y'all check this out.
Such as closing down, the crime rate going up. It's sad.
The days of being able to order a double-double in Oakland are over. The town's only In-N-Out location is closing its doors for good tonight. The chain's corporate office says near constant car break-ins, property damage, and armed robberies along Oakland's Hagenberger corridor created an unsafe environment for customers and employees. And so, for the first time in the company's 75-year history, In-N-Out is shutting down a location. Today, we heard from one former employee who told us this feels like another big loss for Oakland.
It's a great place here. I mean, especially when I was here, the Warriors were still here, the Raiders were still here. Everybody would come here after those games, and it's just sad that it's closing down, but gotta move on, you know? That's what we can do.
Well, in a statement, In-N-Out's COO says, quote, "We are grateful for the community, which has supported us for over 18 years, and we recognize that this closure negatively impacts our associates and their families. This location remains a busy and profitable one for the company, but our top priority must be safety." And this may be In-N-Out's first closure, but it is not the first business to abandon Oakland's Hagenberger corridor. Denny's closed its location there back in February. And just recently, the Taco Bell restaurants announced that they would be no longer opening up their dining room to customers.
So this famous YouTuber, Benny Johnson, went out to Oakland to that In-N-Out Burger before it's closed. It is now finite. It is done. But he went there before they closed their doors just to do the reporting on the story. And you know what? They robbed him too. Yeah, such a dangerous situation. Shout out to him for being bold enough to test the news stories that he's been seeing, that we've all been seeing. You gonna go out there and challenge the status quo? He's out there filming his segment. He's getting his footage. He's doing his content. And while he's working, well, his car got hit. Yeah, his car got bipped, as they say. And I'm thankful, even in all of that chaos, I'm thankful that it was just his car. Bro, you out in the middle of that area with your cameras out, calling yourself filming content. You lucky it wasn't worse than what it ended up being.
In-N-Out Burger is a beloved fast food franchise. They are wildly popular and expanding everywhere, except for in one location. Welcome to the only In-N-Out Burger that has ever closed. This is a historic location. You can see the iconic building, but there's a fence around it. The signs have been ripped down, and the windows are all boarded up. Why did this In-N-Out Burger close? Well, because people were getting robbed in the drive-thru lane. 1,000 different criminal incidents of people being robbed while trying to get a burger in the drive-thru lane here. In-N-Out? Yeah, In-N-Out got the out of here. The reason that California has descended into a third world criminal hellhole is because of Democrat soft on crime policies that defund the police and that view the criminals as the victim and not the tax-paying citizen. Speaking of being a victim, we were literally robbed while we were filming this video. Middle of the afternoon, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Already smashed. Man, it's time to get the...
And if you look at the footage, you see that there's some luggage in the back seat. And I had to question at first. I'm saying, bro, ain't no way. Somebody broke that window, bipped you, and left some luggage sitting right there. Nah, that's not how that goes. Well, turns out someone with him, someone in his entourage, posted up on the X platform and said, I was sitting in the car. Can you imagine? Sitting in the car and someone walks up to that car, runs up to that car, sneaks up to that car, busts the window out and reaches in to grab a bag. He said, I had to snatch the bag out his hands. Well, you may have been snatching your life back from that person in a certain situation. It is dangerous. Y'all believe the news stories. It's real. It's not being a coward to say, I ain't going to the town, bro. I ain't been there in years. But it's not cowardly to say I'm not going. Because I know me and I know the circumstance. And it comes down to certain circumstances where it's you or the offender, where you, the citizen, come face to face with the criminal. And if you know, like I know, it's really going to go down in a situation like that with somebody like me. However, if you understand California politics, you may be in the right to defend yourself in a situation where someone is reaching into your vehicle, where someone is robbing you while you're filming content, and you will still be charged with a crime in a city like Oakland. So bad that they're recalling the Alameda County District Attorney. Things are out of control.
Just ordered a soft drink in California. Thankfully, wasn't robbed this time, but they handed me this paper straw. Paper straws are complete garbage. They fall to pieces, and you can't actually drink the drink out of the paper straw. And the cup has plastic on it, of course, right on the top. But what's more important is the people who passed an insane law like this. We're doing it for the environment. And those are the same people that are okay with California looking like this.
Y'all shout out to Benny Johnson for at least being bold enough and being about that life to come out here to the Bay Area and get that content. I'm glad he made it out in one piece. Think about it next time, Benny. The stories are real. The crime is real. The chaos is real in the town. Y'all, what do you think about this story? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know how you feel about it. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the conversation, y'all. And like I always say, always remember and never forget, without the gospel, it's just chops. Until next time, peace.